play. Welcome one and all. We are getting into game number 2 of this particular series in this ESEA clan, where we are spawning directly on top of Underrated Gaming's Frosticles, the blue Protoss in the top right. He is going to be playing it out against IP Me for the win, and this is going to be interesting because Me for the win kind of stomped on Frost in the last game.
No, definitely. I mean, he definitely put the boot to Frost. I mean, that was just complete domination. I mean, even at the end of the game, moving in those Vikings in just such a number that Frost couldn't even take care of them and get rid of all 3 of Frost's Colossus. So, or 4, I think it was. So, I mean, that definitely putting the boot down. But like I say, Frost is a smart guy. So, if anything, I'll give him, he will learn from last game and come back with something better.
Yeah, he's definitely a versatile player. He's got a lot of strategies that can go ahead and employ. Some of them can be quite surprising. We'll see if you pull one of those out this game and just do the unexpected, or if he's going to play standard, try and get confidence back into that late macro game, and try and get to that really strong Protoss ball of Colossi and size storms, and going for the mass bases, maybe even throwing in some Warp Prism harassment or something. But we're going to see, at the very least, some minor adjustments to either to his play, or if Me for the win switches up completely, then maybe the same play will work.
No, it looks like it's the same exact play from Me for the win. Refinery going down. It looks like it's probably going to be a Reaper opening again. And Frost with a pretty early scout, actually. It was a 12 or 11 scout, so he wants to see what's going on. And he's going to see exactly what he saw last game, pretty much.
Yeah. You know what? You know what would be actually really, really smart is if Me for the win pulls out the Tech Lab and goes for Marauders. Because then it'll look very similar to what he did last game, but it'll still be different, and it'll have more early game firepower. As far as adaptation goes in the best of series, that's one of the best things you can do, is make it look identical and do something different.
No, definitely. I mean, if you can make it look exactly the same, but then maybe bust out a Marauder or 2 to put pressure on or something goofy like that, it can work.
You know, the most powerful thing I think he could do, if I could go back in time and tell Me for the win to do a build, I would say do a 2 racks with a Tech Lab first and the Marauders, throw down a bunker in the natural expansion, fill it with Marines, hide the Marauders, and use that to then surprise Frost, who will most likely 1-gate expand, which is what it looks like he'll be doing at this point, because he's chronoing out both his Stalker and his Warp Gate right now to move standard. He's building. For a second, I thought he had to stop building probes, but he's continuing to build probes. And his wait a second, he's continuing to chrono out his Warp Gate, but he did that last game, so looking pretty standard from him too.
Yeah, it's definitely looking standard. Reaper's just about to finish here. Stimpack's starting really quickly here, so we're gonna have a lot of money spent early, and it's a 1 racks expand for Me for the win. So this is kind of getting greedy because he has nothing really guarding himself except for a Marine right now.
Yeah, and look at the Reaper doing a lot of damage to that Zealot. But the Reaper is not getting a scout, which is kind of big, because if you look at Frostbase, we have a 4-gate going down. We've got a 4-gate.
He's smelling blood in the water.
His proxy pylon is started. His probe is still out on the field. We see Me for the win has been completely contained to no scouting.
And he doesn't know. All he's got is a Reaper and 2 Marines. A 4-gate hitting right now. Dude, this is going to be pretty deadly.
I was talking about Frost maybe switching it up to something different or going for this normal standard stuff, but he's switching it up hardcore. 4-gate at this point is very unexpected, and the thing is, this is just normal Zealot Stalker pressure from the Terran point of view, to move out, get a few free kills, and come on back. But now we're watching as Frost is going to go ahead and start picking off some units. He's actually managing to damage a lot of those Marines, but that forward pylon's been scouted, and we need to see a bunker being thrown down immediately.
I don't see a bunker, though.
But I don't know why he's doing that. There's no way he can get out enough units to defend this. He does have 3.
Oh, look at this. Frost is throwing pylon after pylon. You already have 1 warp cycle already in, and it's just Stalkers.
Oh, yeah. Now we're seeing completely coming in. That pylon's on the high ground, too. There's no wall. Me for the win does not get the wall.
Well, he blocked the wall. When he walked in with the Stalkers, he blocked the drop. And look at this. There's just 1 Marine now, and here comes 2
perfectly placed Zealots. I mean, Stalkers are great, they give you micro opportunities, but when you want to just kill them, Zealous is the way to go, and there is the death. We have the kill succeeding, and that is GG from IP. So me for the win loses game 2, but we have a really good mini-series on our hand as we're going to game number 3 next.
We definitely do, and sir, I'll tell you what, Xander. He punished greed. That's exactly what he did.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And now the third game is a complete wild card. We could have a cheese out of me for the win just to respond to what Frosticles did, but that is a seriously risky thing to do. Game 3, deciding game, an important clan league when we're already tied up 1-1, and you want to get at least one more win to, even if your friend loses, you at the very least will be able to force an ace match. So this is a pivotal game that we're about to have.